Tell them that Mayegun today. Mayegun is live. So tonight we are just gonna go around their 12 states where they had their supposed by-election today or elections today. But as expected, not surprisingly, right? The by-election literally just mean buying elections. So it was also, as many kind of postulated, so it was also a moment that many expected their coalition party, as much as it's pretty much so fluid and confusing, for them and their supporters, I think, to know which party should they support against the APC and the PDP. So they had the SDP, they had the ADC, and they had Labour Party. All of them trounced in this their by-election. I'm using the by now, like buy it. So we have a report of party agents, mostly PDP and APC, with lots of money to buy votes, including to even buy the umpire itself, INEC. So we had INEC officials caught with money that they collected from the opposition in Ogun State. And same thing in Kaduna, same thing in, I think, partly in Kano or so, where APC has been claiming that the NNPP guys, the Kwakwansop guys in Kano, that they've rigged them out. So today, the INEC of Nigeria scheduled a by-election to fill in the seat, or the vacant seat of some legislators, both federal and state. And just like it is not your regular general election, it is more or less like a isolated elections, like in some chosen areas, not even like a whole state in some places. So it was easier to possibly even also check the people's pulse. Okay, as everyone is complaining, lamenting, crying on social media, even off social media, about the hardship they are facing, and especially their confession of being so tired of the APC. So that this would have been an opportunity to kind of like check their pulse and see if indeed, if they are given an opportunity today, they will reject APC today. There are many factors, but I have always been very, very clear on Mayegun's diary political that it takes two to tango, they say. It takes more than just your criminal leaders and their bag of stolen money, right, to control your elections and your government. It requires the, sort of like the cooperation of the same, or a section of, the population that they intend to enslave. They just need is, the support of a portion of the population to validate all the readings and all that, and they are good to go. How would they get those ones? Buy them now. Some said, I think it was last week, somebody said, related to which this APC, PDP, because they are mostly in government. All right, every party in government in that contraption today has the capacity, right, to perpetuate electoral fraud in a grand scale because of the amount of money they said is, kind of like they are exposed to right now. So in Kano, where the NNPP, the Kwakwansop guys are very, very strong, they are the government in Kano. So their results reflected just what you find in APC, PDP, or ABGA place. They didn't have any in Abia today, did they? Where Alex Soti, the Labour Party governor. So I didn't grasp that. But we have seen the events, or the happenings in Anambra, where ABGA is the party in power. So the bottom line, Shani, when they pretend to be having an elections like this, it is an opportunity for those of you. I want to find a name for you. Yeah, those of you who are, you know, kind of like, okay, I'll call you, Nigeria political analysts. Those of you who believes that that Nigeria can still work. All it will take is for the people to want it to work. Unfortunately, a lot of you possibly should be very honest right now when you begin to, acknowledge all factors, the politicians, the umpire, the people themselves, right? What and what bond them all together? Their greed and selfishness, short-sightedness, especially the people themselves who have been cheated again and again and again and again. And they sing song all the time is that our politicians are very wicked. They use us and abandon us. But when election comes like this, even the people themselves are the champion for, you need to pay us. You have to pay us. Because there's a huge segment, it's a huge section of the population in Nigeria from all over the place. So believes that the only time they have to enjoy the national cake, their own share of national cake, is during elections, when stolen funds are given to them as peanuts in order to have their vote. The vote they don't really need. They just need them to be out so that the media, camera, your phones and everybody will record and say, oh, they're having an election. That's all they need. So those of you who think Nigeria can still work, right? You probably should begin to devise means of how to ensure of that without this particular selfish, self-centered, miseducated and illiterate Nigerians. So poor, right? That you can preach from now till 10 years time. They will do the same thing again and again and again and again. So those of you who have real life to live, you watch them mortgage that life, mortgage that future for peanuts. And it's always like that every now and then. It's not going to change. So if you want your Nigeria to change, you might need to actually to agree that there's some people who have to die. You get what I mean? I don't know. Because without that, no matter any effort you put into it, try for 3 years to educate them, sensitize them, enlighten them, even relate with them. When that moment comes for them to decide what should possibly they will go back to the same people you've been preaching to them against all this while. The same ones that they have been cursing, swearing for, cursing, pretending that they hate them. Now they are back to them. They'll be back to them. So I don't know how many kind of energy a lot of you have in you to be able to keep believing and keep going that, oh yeah, it's gonna work someday or not. I don't believe that. And this is why. Their coalition talk seems like its first outing, uncoordinated as it is a flop, especially in Kaduna and most part of the north. So according to some of their results that were coming up today, right, from their by-election after the buying and selling, shown that it's between the PDP and APC. And I've said that here many times. They don't have elections in Nigeria. They have war and then rigging. So it's mostly about who can outgun one another or outtrick one another will be declared winner. It's never really an election. And when we say outtrick, we are talking about money, like real money, that you have to give a group of people millions of naira. For you, 20 million, this one 50 million, 30 million, 50 million, 20 million, 30 million, 100 million, 50 million, 20 million, and you have already disbursed billions of naira. to the guys that you just have to believe that they will deliver. Because the bottom line is to ensure that numbers are brought from those places, even if they are like a fake numbers, and ensure and make sure that they are submitted to the INEC and approved. Then the election is over. They can go to church or mosque the following Sunday or Friday to go and do thanksgiving that Allah has given them victory in the poll, or Jesus, God, has given them victory at the poll. Heavenly Father, thank you. You know, all this madness, Shashi, you get. So it's obvious that the more it seems like Nigerians indeed complains about these rogues, many of them believes that they have no way out of this so mess than to get whatever they can get. You know, cup of rice, 2 yard, what do you call it, 2 yards of wrapper, you know, bar soap, washing soap, bath. Some even go as far as getting grinding machines in order to just help validate whatever rigging is being perpetuated in the area. And once the whole thing is gone, they'll go and wait for another 4 years. Now they will scream, cry, and yeah, you failed us. God will punish you. Or they will wait for Ogun to kill them. But guess what? If Ogun is to actually really kill everybody culpable in all of this, maybe that could be a better cleansing style, right? Because if Ogun is to kill people who are also culpable, majority of Nigerians will just kind of like have to vanish, because you can't be part of something and like expect a different result, a different outcome. Your parents did it, you've read about it. A lot of, I mean, it is so crazy, right? That young people watched their own parents, their uncles, aunties, their neighbors, all of them participated in different electoral malpractices where they were given just, God damn it, peanuts. They watched them. Then they grew up into a country that is so disorganized, chaotic. And they themselves are now venturing into the same adventure, like into the same business. 10,000 naira. So, like I wanted to say the other time, like somebody said it here a few days ago and said, the way these guys are looting you, all these billions, trillions that they are taking from you, you can easily tell that they are preparing themselves for an election where maybe they will be giving you 50,000 naira in 2027 from Ibadan or your state to arrive in Anambra, straight down to Shinono in Kano, Abina Shikun in Kaduna, or Adama, everywhere, the 12 states where they are their, what do you call it, where they are their buying election today, it's all about money. Where the people couldn't be bribed, like in Ogun State, they brought out the APC, Egbekegbe brought out their thugs, guns blazing, going after all the voters. If you are caught making video, you probably will have the worst regret of your life if you leave. This is their reality. So calling them the terrorist organization by the Canadian judge is so accurate, my own opinion. It is only a terrorist organization that groups themselves together, promise the people a better country, and give them a war-torn country, poverty capital of the world. And yet they want the people to be on their knees, grateful. APC, Egbekegbe. So, Osha Loben, like when you look at the whole thing, and that's the time that you are going to be like, man, there is no hope for this place. Yeah, it can be that easy to conclude. Yeah. So we'll go take a look on what happened today in the by-election. I think I even have the list of the places where they're supposed to have, what do you call it, their buying elections. Go on, I screenshotted one earlier. I was going to use that. Say, okay, the names of, the states where they had their election buying process. What have you today? 12 states. Let's see if I have the names. Yeah, they've got Adamawa, Anambra, Edo. Yeah, Edo was also like a war. Edo, Jigawa, Kaduna, Kano, Kogi, Niger, Ogun, Oyo, Taraba, and Zamfara. 12 states where they had to elect over, I think over 162 seats, which includes status of assembly, national assembly, senate, and what have you. So I think we should start from Ogun State. I've removed that cover on the face of those they said they caught in Ogun State today with 25 million naira, and they were INEC officials. Right? Let's start with that. From Ogun.
(16th of August 2025). If these people were arrested at Peru. This Mr. Your name, please.
Just times.
Just
times.
You are who?
I'm Harris Boyce.
Where do you work?
I know.
With the following woman. This woman too was arrested. Your name? Where do you work? INEC. The two of them are staffs of the INEC. They were posted here to conduct the by-election to the Federal House of Representatives. And instead of them to do the right thing, they were met obnobbing with politicians who sent for them to collect money. So this money was recovered from this INEC man. He claimed to have been sent for by a politician who contacted his constituency supervisor. It was the supervisor now that sent him to go and collect this money from the politicians. This is the money, a huge amount of money was found on them. They are giving police useful information on this case. Not done yet. Information got to us again, and in the process, the INEC man revealed to us that he was met with that the man that gave him the money was with some people in a chalet in hotel here in Peru, and on getting to that hotel, these three people were met in a room. Your name, sir?
Jonathan.
Speak up, please.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Jonathan what?
Okay.
And
I'm Hakim.
Hakim.
Yes.
You are
Hakim Oyinola.
Yes, sir. And your name, sir?
Bayorite.
What, sir?
Bayorite.
And who are you?
I'm a state official of PDP. But you are talking about the money. I don't know nothing about the money. I don't know when the money is given. I'm yet to know why I'm invited here.
So far so good. We're having these people with us, and investigation continue, please. 16th of August.
So I just had to give you that. I just had to give you that as an example, just so you see what it is like. It's always, it is always the same everywhere. You know, when they get to, you see these ones arrested or, yeah, paraded, right? They, they are opposition in that same state, in that same Ikweru.